What up, everybody? It's Marky Chavez. You knew that already. So let's get into it. Let's talk about getting started in the tattoo industry. Starting off in any industry is hard and definitely requires a lot of dedication, hard work, doing the bullshit in the beginning, and all that. So I hope the insight that I have can point a few cats in the right direction and get them, their footing in getting started in the industry. We'll go over the advantages and the disadvantages to every path, and let's see what you guys think of this video. I hope you like it, and if you do, please give me a like, a subscribe, and all that, and leave a comment below to show some love, baby. This is Marky Chavez, married to the game. Let's get into it. Okay, so starting off at home. I did this when I was a kid in my garage at my parents' house, right? I'll be honest, it didn't lead anywhere because I had no guidance, didn't know what I was doing. Back then it was coils, I was setting them up wrong. My art wasn't being pushed the way that it should be, right? Now, if you are at home nowadays, of course it's a lot easier. You can go on Amazon and just get a pen machine, get some cartridges, easy setup. They all run the same. You could do that. Now, starting off at home, right? That shit is cool if you got the hustle and you're down to just learn on your own and you're one of those kind of cats and you can get into a shop by doing that. Your work definitely has to get to a certain point. It is frowned on by a big part of the industry. Cats will look at you a little different, especially when you're starting off. In shops and in different spots and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, that may be kind of rough starting off in the house. Another thing is being clean at home. I know some cats do it at home that are professionals and do it clean and all that, and cool. But starting off in the industry, if you don't really know what you're doing as far as cleanliness, you should really take one of the Bloodborne videos, get through the class, just check it out, see what it's about, see what can get you, contaminated, what cross-contamination is, stuff like that. And it is very rough to start tattooing from the house and then get into a shop. As an artist, right? Now, going into a shop with, I think nowadays you can go and you can get these machines and cartridges and ink and all this stuff from Amazon, eBay, whatever, some of the tattoo websites, they'll sell them to you, whatever. Now, you could do that, right? But you could also, from Amazon and eBay and all that, go and get yourself a fake arm or a fake piece of skin or whatever. You keep practicing on that, keep practicing on that, keep practicing on that. If you show some potential with that, walk into a shop and say, hey man, here, check it out. This is what I've got going, can you apprentice me, and show like real dedication in both the art and you making the thing on that fake skin look as sick as possible, right? You do that, and then you can get into who knows what shop, go in, feel the vibe out, see if they're down for somebody who started doing that, that's a great way to get into it. It's a good way to get started without messing people's skin up, If you have a bunch of homies and they're down for you to mess up their skin, whatever, but if you don't want to sit there and put some messed up something on somebody forever, right? Get yourself a $5 fake skin, a little $100 fake arm, pound of flesh. Go look it up. You can go and buy these. They're fake arms, skin, They got fake heads, a fake hamster now, like all this stuff. You can go and get it. It's, well worth it in the beginning time. They didn't really have that when I was starting off. We just fucked up our friends and did whatever on, whoever was down to just get cheap tats. But that's not necessarily the best way to go about it. If you could pull it off on that fake skin and get to the point where you're really using the machine and doing something nice and making it look real good, well, man, any shop is going to look at you and be like, man, this kid's got some big time potential, and that's one way to get into a shop, as an apprentice, bringing in that fake skin and showing them, hey man, check it out, I want to apprentice and all this. Great, right? Starting off from home and eventually getting into a shop, that shit is gonna be hard. I'll be honest with you, right? Being at home, people call you kitchen magician, all that kind of stuff, right? But if you're gonna be at home and do tats, you better be pretty fucking good and able to handle stuff that walks into the shop for them to trust you. They're gonna want you to come in and show that you have your own clientele to start off with. It's going to take you a few years to catch up to people if you're a fast learner, So my suggestion, honestly, is go into a shop. Another way to apprentice is walk into shops and start to meet them, feel the vibe of the guys right there, talk to them about what they would like for it to take for you to do an apprenticeship, start getting some drawings together. If you want to tattoo the fake skin, some guys might see that as cool. Some guys might be like, oh man, I don't really want you to have started using a machine yet. But go into the shops and start feeling out the vibes. If you can get into an apprenticeship at a good shop that's gonna teach you and get you going the right way and helping you build a clientele over time, then fuck yeah, it's worth the 50%, right? You give them 50-50, you're an apprentice, that's how it is. You start off that way, and it's definitely worth it because they're investing back into you to push your career, helping you along, getting you promoted, getting you some business. That's the way it should be. It's like going to college. When you show up to a shop that's, got good artists in it, dudes that are willing to teach you, and guys that are really gonna help build you a career, then yeah, you owe them 50-50 as your apprenticeship goes on. And guess what? You get to do all the bitch work. You get to go and do all the mopping and sweeping and doing all that every day, set people up, break them down, take out the trash, clean up whatever, fucking make sure the customers are good. You've got to do everything so you understand how to handle each point of the tattoo shop. That's why you do that, right? You sit there for a year, 2 years cleaning and doing this every single day and proving yourself in both tatting and cleaning up and showing that you're responsible and you know how to take care of all the situations in the shop. You know how to clean the shop, you know how to stay sterile, you know how to not cross-contaminate, all these things. There's definitely major benefits to being an apprentice in a shop. Now, can you apprentice at the wrong shop? Hell yes, you can. You can definitely apprentice at the wrong shop. If you're in a shop and all they're doing is partying and not taking their career serious, how are they going to take your apprenticeship serious? So if you're going into a shop, make sure that you're going into the right shop. You're putting yourself around people that want to push you, are pushing themselves. Everybody in the environment is doing good and tatting, and it's an uplifting environment. That's what you want to be around. Apprenticing is hard and takes up all your time, right? Going into a shop to be an apprentice, honestly, like I said, take some kind of portfolio of your art, your drawings, your paintings, your everything you've got. Try to give them the best that you've got. Show them what you've got. Get ready to get better and be humble about your stuff. Right now, honestly, let's be real, you're probably not that great, right? Compared to the guys that you're going to learn from. If you're better than they are already, then what are you going to learn? So go in with a humble attitude. Understand that you're going to be the bottom of the barrel at the shop for a while. You're going to be cleaning. You're going to be doing all the stupid shit that nobody wants to do, right? Now, you go into that, you earn your stripes or whatever you want to call it, and you get to a point where everybody in the shop is like, hey, you know what? So-and-so put in so much work and he's doing great and he's been tatting, his tats are looking great, and now you're actually an artist, right? You're kind of connected to that shop and the person that apprenticed you forever throughout your career, you know? I stay in contact with Carlos from Cryptic all the time. I go by their shop, hang out with them. I see Carlos at conventions. We're just at InkCon together. And I always have respect for him because he put me up on game in this. And now that's why I'm so dedicated to this. And that's why we're doing this Married to the Game fucking YouTube channel, you know? I want to put it out there for you people and let you guys kind of know where I went through it, how to get into it, how to go through it, you know, and all that. So yeah, those are a few of the ways to get into it. I feel like there's other ways that you can get into it by knowing people and doing this and that. But honestly, the best possible advice that I can give anybody is show dedication in your art. Show up to shops and hang out and show them what you've got and offer to clean up, and then see if they're open to doing an apprenticeship. And if you can get in, and if you do get in, be 100% dedicated to it. Put in all your work. Remember, the art is very, very important. And yeah, hope you guys make it, man. We'll see you there.